They thought I'd still set the table, even when I wasn't invited to sit at it. My mother's voice was sharp that morning, clipped, rehearsed. "We're hosting dinner tonight. It's a formal one. Just make sure the table's ready before everyone arrives. No mention of my place at it. No dress code for me. No seat. No acknowledgement." I nodded, smiled faintly, and said, "Of course." The same way a servant might bow before leaving the room. They didn't see the small tremor in my hand as I wiped the counter. They didn't see how quiet betrayal looks. Because betrayal isn't loud, it's served cold, just like the wine they'd pour that night. Backstory: my family's dinners used to be sacred. Every birthday, every success, every Sunday. I was the one who set the mood. Candles, music, laughter. It was my small way of keeping us together. But when my father passed, the dynamic changed. I became convenient. The extra pair of hands. The one who arranged flowers but wasn't thanked for them. The one who cleaned up plates but whose name wasn't mentioned in toasts. It started small, my opinions brushed aside, my stories interrupted. Then it grew sharper. A pointed comment here, a smirk there. My brother calling me the help when he thought I wouldn't hear. And my mother? She didn't stop him. She smiled. They treated me like furniture that knew how to fold napkins. Discovery of betrayal. The exclusion wasn't an accident. I overheard it 2 nights before. Through the half-open kitchen door, my mother was on the phone with my aunt. "She doesn't need to be at the table," she said. "She doesn't fit the image. We're entertaining important people, and she'll only make things awkward." Her voice was calm, almost compassionate, as if I were a child too clumsy for company. Something in me fractured that night, but not in a way that made me weak. It made me precise. Shift in mindset. The plan. I didn't confront her. I didn't cry. I just started noticing things. How my mother loved control. How my brother thrived on appearances. How neither could function when plans went wrong. So I made a small one of my own. No shouting, no scene, just silence. The morning of the dinner, I polished every glass, folded every napkin, lit every candle, with care. They praised me absently, too busy getting dressed, rehearsing smiles for their guests. When my mother reminded me to be ready to clean up after, I simply said, "Of course, I'll take care of it." But my definition of taking care had changed. Execution, my quiet rebellion. At 7 p.m., the house shimmered with golden light. Guests would arrive by 7:30. I left at 6:45. No note, no explanation. Just silence. The kind that echoes. I had already made a reservation at my favorite restaurant downtown. Corner booth, 1 seat. The waitress smiled when she asked if I was waiting for someone. "No," I said. "I'm exactly where I should be." I ordered the most expensive wine on the list, ate slowly, savoring every bite as if each one was a quiet reclaiming of respect. My phone buzzed halfway through the meal, first once, then again, then again. I didn't look. They'd be realizing by now that the table was set, the candles lit, but I was gone. By the time they called the 5th time, I turned my phone off completely. Climax, the chaos I didn't need to cause. When I finally turned my phone back on around midnight, there were 23 missed calls. A few from my mother, most from my brother. Their messages were a mix of panic and rage. Apparently, the power had gone out just as guests arrived. A short circuit from too many decorative lights. The food had gone cold. The caterer was late. And without me, no one knew where anything was. No napkins, no serving spoons, no backup candles. Their perfect dinner had crumbled before it began. I didn't have to sabotage anything. I just didn't show up. And that was enough. Confrontation, the aftermath. The next morning, my mother stormed into my apartment. Her voice trembled with fury, not guilt. "How could you abandon us like that?" she demanded. I took a slow sip of coffee. "Like you abandoned me?" Her lips tightened, but she said nothing. For the first time, she couldn't hide behind control. "I'm done being useful only when you need me," I told her. "If I'm not welcome at the table, I'm not setting it either." She left without another word, but I knew she'd heard me. Resolution: the silence after the storm. It's been weeks since that night. The family dinners still happen, I'm told, but now they're quieter, tense, incomplete. My brother texted once, said things weren't the same without me. I didn't reply, because I finally understood something. Sometimes revenge doesn't need to destroy. It just needs to withdraw. Let them taste the emptiness they created. Let them see what the table looks like without the person who held it together. I didn't take anything from them, I just stopped giving. And somehow, that was the most.